PRC, quality service since 1972. Repairing TVs, console stereos, electronic musical instruments, pinball machines, arcade games, and more. Call 836-0454.
This is the afternoon edition of the Weather Xtreme video. This is for Monday, the 18th day of May. James Spann here. And boy, this weather is just too nice for this time of the year. Low humidity. Cool nights will be close to record lows tonight. Let's talk about it. Here's a look at some of the Skycam shots around the network today. First off, from Demopolis in Marengo County. A few clouds dotting the sky, but a bright sunny day. Temperatures around 70. Check the view from Mount Cheaha. Cheaha State Park looking back off to the north-northwest. Very similar sky there. And from Tuscaloosa in West Alabama, lots of sunshine on a very, very comfortable mid-May afternoon. There's the visible satellite shot, and you can see we do have some clouds over South Alabama from Montgomery on south. Scattered clouds along and south of Interstate 20. Once you go north of Birmingham, nothing but a case of severe clear over the northern third of the state. And again, there's the upper air pattern, upper air ridge over the Four Corners back in the southwest, trough over the east, and convection in the eastern Gulf. And we'll be watching that area in coming days. Temperatures this afternoon looking good, upper 60s and low 70s. Tuscaloosa 72, Anniston and Gadsden 68, Birmingham at 70. Typically, we would be in the low 80s this time of the year, so numbers about 10 degrees below average. All right, Memorial Day weekend fans. A lot of folks getting ready to head out of town for the first holiday of the summer season, and this carries us through Saturday morning. This does not include weather for Saturday and Sunday. Be aware of that. But for this week, this is suggesting maybe some big rains for the Gulf Coast and much of the Florida Peninsula. In fact, this is suggesting almost 10 inches of rain around Daytona Beach and Cocoa Beach, with potential for 5 inches down around Mobile Bay. And there is probably at this stage of the game more questions than answers. A lot of folks headed south for the weekend, and will the thing be a total washout in Gulf Shores and Panama City and Destin? Well, let's talk about it. Here's the modeling. This is the 12Z GFS at 1 o'clock tomorrow. 1 o'clock Tuesday, the core of the westerlies up on the Canadian border. A 588 ridge centered over Oklahoma City. And you can see that troughing lingering over the southeast United States, and that thing will be kind of pinched off and form this broad upper low down there. At the surface tomorrow, we'll be in great shape. Sunny weather here, very comfortable. We'll start the day down in the mid-40s, flirting with record lows. The high should be in the mid-70s, and the humidity will stay low. The rain should be limited to parts of the South Atlantic coast tomorrow. Rain for places like Jacksonville, Orlando, Daytona Beach. Go to Wednesday, and you can see how the GFS is depicting a broad low, really around the Bahamas. But we'll look at Wednesday coming off of the wharf. This is the high-resolution wharf coming from Florida State, and that's got a pretty good-looking surface low, 1,004 millibars near Fort Myers. Still, the bulk of the rain would be south and east of here, but again, the surface low might be a little more organized than indicated there by the GFS. Let's go to Thursday. This is back to the GFS, and now we've got this broad surface low centered over the Gulf. We'll peek at the NAM on Thursday, just giving you some different model looks, and look at that. That's a pretty good look at surface low. This one's south of Apalachicola, but all of the models suggesting something will be down there. Now, it's early in the season, and remember, you don't see big hurricanes, and more than likely, if anything forms down there, it's going to be hybrid. But they can produce a lot of rain, and this is suggesting we had better mention some chance of rain in here Thursday, according to the NAM. But again, the GFS keeps the bulk of the moisture back off to the east of here. Friday, the GFS depicting a pretty decent amount of moisture in here. And we'll go to Saturday, and it's the same deal. There's no really well-defined surface low, but a lot of moisture is in here, and that's suggesting we'll have to mention a chance of showers pretty much for the entire southeast. We'll peek at the European model. This is valid Saturday evening, and it's got a surface low south of New Orleans. So the idea of broad low pressure in the Gulf is there on every model, but how deep and exactly where, it's all over the road, leading to a low confidence forecast. It's just too early to tell you exactly where the bulk of the rain will be on Saturday, but we'll just say anybody in the southeast could be wet And then Sunday, back to the GFS. It's trying to suggest some sliver of drier air in here, but we don't buy that. We'll just mention a good chance of showers and storms really Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, with perhaps the heaviest near the Gulf Coast, close to the coastal low. Would it most likely be wet for the Gulf Coast this weekend? Yes. Total washout, too early to call. We'll just have to watch it this week. There's a look at Monday of next week, back to the upper levels. Westerlies up north, light and variable winds aloft here, and again below that, kind of soupy air. Let's peek out there toward the end of the cycle. June the 2nd, little tropical system maybe around Savannah. June 3rd, that lifts up into the Carolinas and Virginia. But we all know that's voodoo. There's the upper chart suggesting kind of a broad trough down and through here. But as we get into summertime, as you all know, the well-defined weather systems become fewer in number in June, July, and August. No doubt about that. That's it for the Weather Xtreme video today. We'll have notes on the blog. The next video here by 7 o'clock tomorrow morning. And, of course, we invite you to watch us on television this evening. ABC 3340 News at 5, 6, and 10. Again, thanks for watching. Have a wonderful evening, and God bless.